starbursts are so good.
And that's how we start.
Put that up.
That's how we do things here.
Hello.
So good.
Welcome to the stream. Yes. Starburst, please, sponsor us.
I love you.
Yeah. So we're back. We're missing a member right now, due to unforeseen events.
Circumstances?
Yes, exactly. So welcome back. So I'm gonna hand it over to Kevin because I'm just rambling at this point and I don't know how to.
Okay, yeah, I just noticed we still are showing all level 1 on our overlay, so. Oh well.
Oh yeah.
You guys are definitely level 2 right now.
Okay, I will fix it when I get home.
That's fair. Alright, so last week you guys had explored your new home, Troll Skull Manor, and visited some of the neighbors. You met a private detective, Vincent Trench.
Mm-hmm.
10 out of 10.
Yep, who was very, very noir. Gritty, dirty, but very good at his job, allegedly. And then you made a second trip to the Bookworm's Treasure to unload your the spell book you had found in the Xanathar Guild's hideout.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, you explored a sealed up door in the basement, which led to a sewer entrance. And that was where we had called things last week. Where should we start right now? Does anyone have something they want to get taken care of?
Let's see. I'd like to fight with Blazing over the detective because I slightly had something for him, but at the same time I wanted to maintain my professional demeanor.
Alright.
What?
Getting saucy already.
It's giving me the vapors, am I right?
What?
What did you want to share with the neighboring detective?
Yeah, we did want to. We tried talking to him the other night, but he was not there.
Yeah.
Do you guys? I kind of want to group collaborate. Do you guys?
It's going to be fair to us. It would be a easy assumption to make that he's fully aware of how extensive the sewers are beneath Waterdeep. They are in no shape or form a secret.
Right. Though I don't know how much information we should share. Like that. Obviously, we have the entrance there, but should we share also? Oh, hey, we noticed that there was evidence that someone was down here recently. Yes.
Well, I mean, there are people normally down there, right? It's not necessarily criminal activity.
Yeah. You've got the Dung Sweepers Guild and several others who work and labor in there, both to maintain the sewer systems and to just keep things clean and operational. So that in and of itself isn't
necessarily
horribly
sure
suspicious.
we have anything interesting to give them yet.
Okay. Well. We got it boarded up. Let's see. So right now this is like the next day. We're not.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing that's still going on is the festival of plowing and running is still being held.
Right.
Ooh,
Yes.
We should go to that.
Yes.
I get up on my hooves and I say, "Hey guys, come on, let's go. I'm excited. Let's."
You're excited.
Yes, I heard the word plow and I'm ready to go.
Are you going to be the one pulling the plow?
No, it's running of the bulls, but different.
Hey boys.
That's being held at the Field of Triumph in the Sea Ward, I believe that's in.
Guys, let's
which
go.
would be that's the area where most of the nobility does their thing.
I'm just gonna stand at the door and jump up and down until you guys come. Let's go.
I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Want to go to the festival? Want to go to the festival?
Yeah.
Come on, guys, let's go!
Then go by yourself. God damn it.
No, friends, come on. I don't want to be
Yes,
alone.
that is absolutely in the C ward.
All right.
Um,
I will make my way to the door and also wait for them and jump up and down excitedly, like
Yes, let's go!
thump
So,
thump.
Rattles the whole house.
you lock up Troll Skull Manor and head out on the town at the beginning of the day. Are
Okay.
you when you cross town? Are you going to be taking advantage of local transportation?
How far is it?
Yeah. What are the times?
You're crossing town, so that would be crossing the city. So that's going to be hour and a half, 2 hour walk. You know what it's like to walk in the city. You can't just keep walking. You're going to have to stop and wait for traffic to clear.
Oh, I was gonna say like let's make a mad dash.
Fucking book
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
If you hop on one of the double-decker drays, that would only cost you a few copper pieces, but you get there in about 30 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
okay
do
with that. Yeah.
That shit.
These are kind of like the bus system of Waterdeep. They run a scheduled route from location to location, and are pretty reliable.
All right.
And at the cost, it's a great feature of the city.
What? How much copper is it? How many copper pieces is it per person?
For this one, it's gonna be about 5 copper for the. This is about as long as the ride gets. 5 copper.
Okay, excellent.
There goes all my copper.
I did right. I need to get rid of it anyways.
So the dray lets you off. Kind of there's a large square in front of the Field of Triumph. Field of Triumph is a coliseum-like building. You know, you've got 3 stories of tiered seating circling all around it, and you can hear the crowd cheering from outside. There's some type of race going on at the moment. Also, right there at the Field of Triumph, there are 2 massive temple buildings. One of them is the House of Heroes, which is the temple monastery for Tempest, god of war.
Mm-hmm.
And standing on the steps of the monastery, there's a young priest who's just listing accomplishments of heroes that were either born on or died this day, or their major achievement was on this day. They do this from dawn till dusk every day of the year, listing off the accomplishments of great warriors. On the opposite side of this square is a towering silver gray cathedral for the House of the Moon. That's the Temple of Saloon, and probably the tallest building in the city, other than Blackstaff Tower itself.
Ooh.
We should go to that one.
Yes.
I vote for going to that one.
The tall building is very impressive, so let's make our way to it. It's big and pointy.
Yeah, this temple is kind of a quiet place. Outside, you've got all of the rush and bustle of traffic and the crowds cheering from the Field of Triumph. But the temple itself is quiet. There's a calmness that comes over you as you walk inside. And the doors are open. No one's barring entry. It's free for anyone. But not too many people are actually in the temple. You do see a handful of priests or acolytes going about their daily business.
Mm-hmm.
The initial chamber you go into is a 40-foot square open area with these high vaulted ceilings and open windows at the top. It's pretty clear that at any point during the year you would be able to see the moon from this opening chamber.
Ooh, that's pretty. Is there fuck, I just forgot my question. So there are a couple of acolytes, not like really many people who are attending the festival who are just kind of like checking out the temple itself.
Um, not so much additional traffic because of the. You think that it might be a little bit less busy here right now because the festival's going on so close by. However, the Church of Saloon is one of the larger, more popular religions in the realm.
Okay. The interior itself, is it similar to those kind of churches where you see it's like just like a shotgun style, and then off to the left and right there may be kind of like passageways or like stairways that lead up to another level?
Yeah, there is absolutely a deeper portion of the temple. Now, here in this chamber, you've got the 3 of the 4 sides to this entrance area are outside walls.
Okay. Well, I'm intrigued by there being more to this place, and I kind of want to see more of this place.
Can you give me a perception check?
Give me like 2 seconds.
Oh, that's right. We need dice.
Yes.
Pull it up. On a
Sound
Tuesday.
of the rattling.
2, right?
Yeah. Hey guys, we got some dice ASMR. You like that?
8. First roll of the game.
Okay. Yeah. You're kind of going left to right from object, and your attention doesn't really settle on any one thing. Drümstij, what was your last question?
I was just gonna. I didn't really have a question. I would just say I'm intrigued and kind of want to check out the rest of the temple, but I don't know if they're gonna let me.
No one appears to be blocking anyone at this point. So if you wanted to proceed to the, there's a really wide door going deeper into the temple.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna start making my way.
Okay.
I'll follow.
As you get closer to that, it's another open door, and this one goes into a area with seating. There's a kind of like a amphitheater style of seating here, where you've got row after row looking down on a central altar. That altar is a circular pool of still water that reflects every bit of light coming into the room. That is another stink bug.
What?
Oh, I just stink bug was crawling across my notes.
Oh, good.
Awkward.
He wants to play.
Yeah. He can play a different game. So yeah, the central altar is about a 10-foot round pool of water that reflects everything, all the light that comes in here. If you were here during a full moon, it would be a pure silver in that pool right now.
Ooh. That sounds pretty. Let me see. I want to make my way down to the altar itself and check out the pool a little bit closer.
Okay. As you approach, a half elf in a silver robe approaches you. Greetings. Welcome to the House of the Moon.
Oh.
Hi.
Hello.
They just come out of nowhere, or like?
No. You just walked slowly across the room when he saw you.
Oh, I was gonna like jump back and scream with a high-pitched scream, and if they just kind of like, ah! Like if they just kind of came out of nowhere.
No. It was a slow approach from across the room. There's no
okay.
stealth or deception involved.
All right. I'm gonna respond. I've never been in one of these temples or places of worship before, and this pool, this altar looks interesting. What can you tell me about it?
Well, this is where we hold our services. virtually all of our services are done in the evening with the moon above.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes on to tell you a couple of one of the bits that he goes into a little detail on is during the time of troubles. Still with me?
I'm still with you. Don't worry.
Okay.
Is there a ghost?
No,
During the time of
sorry. I
troubles,
was talking to Barry.
Oh.
Saloon's avatar blessed this pool herself. She's actually touched the pool, and it's been one of the most sacred sites of the faith since then.
So I'm gonna look back at Blazing Fire because that name sounds very familiar. And be like, hey, do you want to go over to that pool real quick and maybe see if it gives you anything?
Shoves hand in pool.
The elf looks mortified.
A sensation that you haven't felt in a while, that your patron is clearly present here in this building.
Mm-hmm. Well.
I'm gonna like nudge the half elf. Yeah, Saloon just kind of did some stuff to her. I don't know what the whole story is, but never mind. It's a long story.
This
is a nice place here, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna go a little bit farther down towards the pool and look in it.
Okay. The priest follows at this point and turns his back on Drümstij and the other two. And is like, have you been touched by Saloon? Metaphysically, not.
I know.
Lordy, we're in a church.
I can sense her mark upon you. This is.
I have been, yes.
See, but you don't. You're not a member of the priesthood.
No.
So, may I ask your story?
Sorry. I'm brain dead right now.
It happens.
I mean, it's not something I really enjoy sharing or am willing to share most of the time. So,
I will not pry. Everyone is entitled to their secrets and privacy. But should you ever wish to speak on the topic or ask questions about Our Lady Moon, our temple doors are always open.
Thank you very much.
And should you wish to join us for services, you would be most.
Mayhap I will. A night or two.
And he gives you a quick verbal blessing and goes and gives you your privacy after that. He doesn't pry it.
Rachel, what?
Don't worry about it. I just like the architecture.
Have you been drinking, ma'am?
Yeah, some nice orange juice.
Orange juice with extra vodka.
I wish.
Let's see. So, there's really nothing else. And I kind of look at Rodrigo. It's like there's really nothing here for us. No. You want to like? You want to like?
Skedaddle?
Yeah.
You can still hear the cheering crowd. Apparently, one of the races.
Is there anything? Yeah. Are there any like secret doors or anything in this place that?
You absolutely have not seen the entire temple, but you have seen the public areas of it.
Rodrigo,
Let's go snooping.
Yes, let's do it.
We just like sneak off while they're
Yeah.
talking.
Giant 7-foot Minotaur sneaking with like a cloud, like.
Y'all need
Wow.
Jesus.
We need Jesus. Ooh. All right.
You need saloon, okay?
Yeah. She already got saloon. Okay. Let's go snooping.
Right, so, what are we going to be doing here?
Well, I'm having a hard time picturing like where we can snoop off to, because as far as I know, all it is just a main area and then doors leading to a bigger like atrium area.
On the far side of the room from where you entered, there's a series of panels that show different scenes of religious significance.
Okay.
And as you look at them from left to right around the room, it's the first panel is just flat black, a representation of everything that there was before Saloon. The next panel is Sisters, Light and Dark, Saloon, and her sister Shar. Shar is the goddess of darkness and oblivion.
Okay.
The next panel is when Saloon birthed the sun. That was at the request of her. That was poor phrasing. Saloon's daughter, Shantia, the goddess of earth, requested light so she could bring life to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's the representation of the next scene. That angered Shar, and the next panel is Saloon and Shar fighting. That was the first blast. Is a silvery beam of light, very similar to what Blaze fires off when she uses her Eldritch Blast. That pierces Saloon Shar's side and gives birth to Mystera, goddess of magic. That is the first set of panels going from left to center. From center to right, you have another series of panels that would be the first one is a stone tablet being shattered, and then it's an image of Saloon landing on Earth, Faerun.
Okay.
The next one is Saloon in battle with this multi-flanged mace, and I believe in that one she'd be fighting Shar once again, but this time on the surface of Faerun. Then the final panel on that side is her and the other gods all reascending into their homes. That's a depiction of the time of Troubles, which is a massive event that happened about 150 years ago when the gods were cast out of the heavens and walked the earth semi-mortal for a time. Things got crazy.
Okay, and these are just
they got about 5 novels worth of crazy, and they're all excellent.
wow. Are these panels like? Do they?
Between each panel, there's a gap that you could walk behind, and from there you could get into the deeper areas of the temple are concealed behind it.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to go over there while like Blazing Fire is talking with the priest. And kind of be like,
just imagine the two of us like creeping over like the Pink Panther, like coming like behind everyone.
Bye.
Warren, what are you going to do when they separate and go off to the side.
I'm not gonna follow him. I might give him a little bit of a glare, but I'm just gonna stay in the center.
I have a feeling your glare is pretty heavy.
I'm gonna return your glare with a smirk and then ignore you completely.
I'm just gonna wave at you and then turn back around.
Okay. Now when you get too closer to the panel, you look behind them and you do see a hallway going deeper. If you want to make it and go beyond the panel, that's going to give me. I'm going to stealth check from both.
Stealth check from both of us, eh?
Uh-huh.
Oh shit, there goes my dice.
What does anything? Oh wait.
I got a 14.
Are you wearing your armor?
Yes, that only gives me a -1, so that's a 13.
I believe that gives you disadvantage on stealth.
Oh, disadvantage,
Yeah.
so I have to roll 2
Roll
then.
twice and take the lower.
Okay.
You clank.
I got a 6.
Okay.
Oh, so that one was a 17, so 17 or
Okay.
14.
So, the two of you round this corner and bump into a thin elf woman, also wearing a silver robe. And give me a perception check the moment you see her.
That is a 14.
Rodrigo
I got
as well.
a 24.
24. Okay. Rodrigo, there's a chill that runs over you when you nearly bump into her. And you're quite familiar with cold, and this is a unnatural, not an unnatural, but a supernatural chill. And she stares off at the two of you, unmoving and unfazed. Can I help?
We were looking for the bathroom. Sorry.
Damn, you're gonna say what I was gonna say, Jesus.
Must have gotten lost.
Give me a deception check.
Oh, jeez. No.
Yeah.
Can I try that as well, or?
No, she beat you to it.
Damn it.
10.
10.
Do you have any modifiers to that?
That was the modifier. I had
Why
it.
are you truly?
I'm a curious person. I just, saw a thing and went towards it.
Curiosity can be a dangerous place.
Well,
Right.
I mean, it looks like a pretty normal hallway to me, so...
Yeah.
Unless you've got, like, I don't know, like bear traps set on the ground there that I can't see.
This is not an area open to those of a not of faith. It's for private reflection.
Oh, okay. Well, we know someone of the faith who might like to have some private inflection or reflection, deflection.
Very well. Give me an insight check.
Both of us?
Where'd my dice
Sure.
go? Oh, there it is. 12. Sorry.
Okay.
16.
When she steps forward, she's kind of ushering you back out to whomever you had just mentioned, but she's clearly not going to let you go deeper in with the story you've given her.
Oh.
She's not threatening in any way. She's just being that type of pushy polite, which gets you moving in a specific direction.
Oh. Okay. Well.
She definitely hiding something. She's something not right about that hallway.
Yeah. Okay. True. So Well, let's. I go to Rodrigo and say, hey, let's go get that person that we know and bring them
Good idea.
over here.
Let's go get that
Yes.
person
Wink,
we know.
wonk.
Wink, yes. Good idea.
As the three of you walk back out towards the altar, you pass the priest that Blaze had been talking to, and he gives a deep bow to this woman
Oh.
as she walks past him. Once she's passed, he continues on after that.
This bitch important.
Oh. He's deep bowing. Damn.
Yeah, and there's absolutely nothing about her robes or appearance that sets her apart as anything other than a basic priest. It's very simple and not overly adorned in any way.
Can I ask her who she is politely?
You may call me Allison Moonstar.
Oh, you sound important.
And she's looking over your shoulder at Blaze at this point, having seen her. And she walks, still ushering you directly to Blaze.
Okay.
Oh boy.
This is the person, the friend that we were talking about.
This is our sacrifice. No, just kidding.
She's just dismissing you both and ignoring you at this point.
I'm gonna like step out of the way because obviously she knows where she's
Hands
going.
raised, like,
So.
Well, you are most.
What?
I missed the last half of that sentence.
You are most interesting.
Wow, it does not like it keeps cutting your very last word.
It's cutting me off again.
It does it for the very last word for some reason.
I get that you meant to say interesting though.
Yeah.
So we're good. I'm gonna turn and look at her and just be really confused.
Give me a perception check.
Meanwhile, the two of us are behind her, like,
This bitch crazy.
she
4.
important. Jess, oh my god.
Jesus
Do
Christ.
you have your detect magic ability?
Yeah.
Okay. She has a powerful glow to her that is
Thanks.
several types of magic all at once. And it's almost enough to overwhelm your senses and block out anything specific. And when she sees your reaction, she takes a moment to collect herself and dims that aura to the point you can see again.
Oh dang.
I apologize. I was not expecting anyone with the sight to see me today.
No, don't worry about it.
I haven't seen a Tabaxi or someone who's accepted Saloon as patron in a very long time.
Oh, well. I can't say I've seen somebody with an aura like yours in ever? Ever sounds like a good
I
one.
wouldn't have expected you had. I have so many questions right now, but this is
Me
not
too.
an appropriate place to ask them.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I in the moment I skipped my manners. I am Alistair Moonstar. Alistair Moonstar. Alethine? Alethine is what I've written down.
Make up your mind.
And I would be pleased to speak with you further in private.
Do it.
I'm an-
We're just gonna. I'm gonna be like trying to like motion. Do it.
No pressure. I'm not trying to force anything upon you. That is not my way in the least.
No, I don't mind, I suppose, sitting and talking for some.
You are safe within these walls and will always be safe in my presence.
I had a feeling.
If you don't mind, follow me.
All right, I'm going to follow her.
She pauses for half a second to see if any of the three of you are taking a step. And when she confirms that you're not, she continues along.
Okay, bye. It was nice meeting you.
Bye, bitches.
Yikes! Not trademark.
She takes you in to the other side of the panel where she ran into Drümstij and Rodrigo. And she takes you to a right past the silver pool, and takes a moment to anoint herself with the holy water of the pool, and offers you the same blessing.
Sure.
Like a tingle of peacefulness when it happens. Then she the two of you disappear deeper into the temple.
Yeah.
She brings you to a small room. It's her. It's a small monastic cell. There's just a 10-foot by 10-foot living quarters type room.
Okay.
Simple cot, a desk, a few books, very little else. It is a simple living quarters. There's a prayer mat on the floor, and hi Barry. She sits on the floor, kneels on the floor, and across the prayer mat, offering you to motioning for you to sit in front of her the same way.
Okay, I do so.
It has been so long since I've seen someone who's taken Saloon as patron in the way you have. Would you be so kind as to allow me to know your name?
Wow, what an interesting name.
Did I just totally forget my full name?
It's
yes,
right there
I
on the
did.
screen. Oh, wait, you can't.
Okay, I wasn't looking at the sheet. I still had my dice up.
Okay. That's
My
a valid
name-
excuse.
My name is Blazing Fire of the Great Jungle.
Clan.
You can call me Blaze for short if you'd like.
She nods. And you've traveled far and seen many things.
Yes.
I've been limited to the temple grounds for such a long time. I haven't seen anything but the temple and the moonlight.
I'm sorry.
It's not a burden. It's not. This is the best place for me. I have a long-term problem that keeps me here.
What kind of problem would keep you in one place?
Members of my family have done disgraceful and blasphemous things.
Okay.
And because of this, I no longer feel welcome in the outside. I choose to be here.
Okay. As long as it's your choice.
However, I do have unfinished business in the outside world.
It's still cutting off every last word you say.
That's odd. I thought I had all my mic problems fixed.
Yeah. As far as I heard, you said that she has business still in the outside world that needs to be attended to.
Yeah. Okay.
I
What sort of business?
I believed that the last members of my family had passed on, but recently I've been seeing dreams and visions that lead me to believe otherwise.
Okay.
And I feel I can trust you that Saloon has brought you here for purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I would ask that you return to me every few weeks so we can speak and I can hear what's going on outside the temple. I don't know your true purpose, your part in my life at this point. But I hope it will be made clear. And I can offer much assistance in helping you explore your connection to Saloon.
All right. I can do that, assuming I'm not exactly how positive I'll be staying in Waterdeep, but for as long as I am.
Understood. I would not bind you in any way to any one place. That does not appear to be in your nature.
No, very much not.
Should you have need of anything, just ask any of the priests of the temple, and they will bring you to me quickly. She's going to, at that point, just cast a mage hand spell and lift a amulet out of her desk. There's a drawer in it. It's a simple holy symbol of Saloon made of silver. And she hands, the hand drifts over to you and offers it. As if you show the priest this, they will know that we've spoken, and I vouch.
Okay, I'm gonna take it, and you said it was a necklace, right?
Yeah, it's like a amulet of. Hang on, real quick.
Kitty, stop. Sorry, cat's chewing on my headphones. Don't fucking chew on it.
Yeah, it's a silver disc with Saloon's holy symbol engraved in it.
I'm just going to slip the necklace on then, so I don't lose it.
Yeah, it's about 3 inches across and pretty solid.
Okay. I'm going to slip it on and tuck it underneath.
Okay. It's also extremely shiny.
Yeah, very happy about that.
When you slip it in, you can even feel that it's cool against your fur, and remains that way as you wear it. It's always cool. Stink bug is going to drive me crazy. Still flying around that light.
Everybody's having issues.
Yep, 'tis the season.
Yes. I would be happy to answer any questions you have now or later.
Do I have any questions now?
I don't know. What's the cat curious about?
I mean, anything and everything.
If you'd like, she's willing to have a detailed conversation about anything relating to Saloon or anything else you might have. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a link later with a bit more detail on Saloon.
Okay.
That you can dig into for question and answer later.
That I can read on my plane, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was going to send a video, but yeah, if you want text instead, that would be just as easy.
No, video works fine.
Sure.
I'll have Wi-Fi on the plane.
Okay. I'll send both.
Cool.
There's a really good set of videos out there. A guy, Jordan, who there's a PH in the middle of his name that's silent. He's very clear about that. I'll link his YouTube channel in the Discord chat. He has excellent videos on things.
Okay.
I wasn't ready for this, but and I'm
Is
gonna link
everyone
that
ever ready?
I'm gonna link that in the Twitch channel as well for anyone who might be watching this. This is kind of a plug to a guy whose videos have been very helpful.
Shout out, not sponsored.
We're not sponsored by Starburst. We're not sponsored by this
Which
guy.
is so sad.
As she says it, she's not even in frame.
I'm sorry I'm blowing my nose.
But yeah, he did a series of videos on all of the gods, all of the major races in the Forgotten Realms. It's fantastic.
Oh, that's good.
I'll send you direct links to the saloon specific information later. Okay. So that conversation is going to take a little while if you want to have it ready.
Sorry?
The conversation with Alathane is going to take some time if you want to have that right now. But that's kind of an off-screen Q&A kind of thing.
Yeah, we can do that
there's
then.
3 of you back out in the altar area. Time passes 5, 10, 15 minutes, closer to an hour as Blaze is deeper in the temple.
She did.
I was wondering who was going to say it.
I was about to say, it's like, is she still alive?
Those passages, do they only lead to one place, or are there multiple, like,
Multiple.
hallways?
Rodrigo, my eyes light up as we find that out from mysterious voice in the sky. Rodrigo,
Let's go!
let's do this. Come on.
Second time's a charm.
I'm gonna clear my throat while I'm shuffling from foot to foot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remind them. Weren't you the 2 that wanted to go see the festival?
Yeah, but
Got me there. But hallway, mysterious hallway with cold lady.
yeah, do you see mysterious hallways with cold ladies at the festival? I sure as hell don't.
I don't see anything at the festival because we have not seen it yet.
Okay, let's go to the festival then. Let's go check it out.
I see a kitty. Sorry, that's
Oh.
the cat's Alright, fine. We'll leave.
We'll
Go to the
let
festival.
Blazing Fire do their thing because I think they're gonna be quite a bit.
What the heck did Nick's mic just do?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did that?
I didn't hear anything. Oh, I'm on the
I didn't
mic.
hear anything.
It got really loud for a second.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
So,
Maybe that's just him.
yeah, the 3 of you leave the temple and entering the Field of Triumph. This is the most people you've seen in one place, possibly ever. This is a true stadium with a infield area that would be large enough to hold a quarter-mile racetrack, which would fit around an actual football field. So it's a big area. And the moment you go in, there's a group of 6 chariots racing around the inside of this stadium. Each one of them is in different colors, which represent the different wards of the city.
Which ward is the one that our place is in?
You guys are from the North Ward, which is where the Troll Skull Manor is at. And
Because I want to root for our newly gained team, even though I don't know what's really happening. I'm trying to get myself psyched.
yeah, North Ward's colors are green and orange, and the banner of the North Ward has a green dove on it. Sorry,
Yeah.
white dove on it.
Yeah, go Irish Christmas. Or no, those are the Irish flag colors. Never mind. I'm sorry.
What?
I thought green and
Green and
orange. I was gonna
orange.
say Halloween, Christmas, but like
Oh yeah, green, orange, and white. That's
Ireland?
Ireland and another nation in Africa.
Yes.
I just thought of a carrot.
What?
Sure.
What's a white mold?
Before he got to the white dove, I was like, oh, carrot flag, it's fine.
Currently, the chariot from the North Ward is in third place and losing ground.
I'm gonna scream, "Go North Ward!" and maybe bolster it somehow with my voice, which might do absolutely nothing.
Were you a bard? That might work.
People in front of
Yeah.
It doesn't take too long for the race to conclude like this, and by the time the race is finished, the North Ward's rider is dropped into fourth. A rider from the Castle Ward was the one who won. There's a series of races throughout the day, each one taking part every like 10 to 15 minutes. There's a series of races for chariots, on horseback, and then foot racing.
Do you have to have had to be signed up beforehand to do these races, or?
Yeah, you would assume so. There's the infield area has like a colored tent for each of the wards, and their participants appear to already be there.
Dang, I was gonna say, I'm like, hey, yo, if there's any cash prizes, I'm willing to do the thing.
Oliver, you'd actually know about the event. You've heard of it. You never bothered. I don't know if you bothered to come in and actually witness the event, but you're aware of what it is. It's the entire 3-day festival is kind of a kickoff to the spring planting season. Sorry, a conclusion of the spring planting season. The fields are plowed and sown and ready to go, and this is the mark of the end of the busy planting season. Each of the winners from the different contests will be given a ceremonial role in a Founders Day event later in the summer. Not Founders Day.
Stop.
What was there? Dragon's Down is the holiday that they participate in. They get to take a ceremonial role in the various recreations of the battles Waterdeep has had against dragons. It's kind of a big deal, a pride event. There's no money involved, though, but it is a great way to meet people if you win one of the races.
I wish we had some face paint. Put some
on, represent our ward.
Yeah.
There's no money involved for the racers. Do the spectators, gamble at all?
A little bit. I mean, it's not like a big gambling event. It's more about pride in your home ward kind of deal.
Do they have any shops set up here?
Food vendors and things like that. Stadium kind of stuff.
I was gonna say, like, there are no like little satellite areas of like shops that are deeper in the city. They're like, hey, I've got some stuff here.
The Sea Ward is not one of the ones where you'd find a great deal of shops.
Okay.
This is where the nobility lives. There's a lot of the temples are in this area. A lot of the Castle Waterdeep, the main military location, is here in the south, in the Sea Ward, not South Ward.
My nose is itchy.
So, we've got that stuff going on. There are possible gambles. I'm trying to think, because I have a suspicion that something might go awry while we're here. It's a sinking suspicion.
Something always goes awry when we're around.
You've noticed that, huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna go to one of the food vendors because I'm feeling a little bit hungry, and what kind of food do they actually have there? Because
Sausage sandwiches, meat pies, fruits. There's a wide array of stuff, but it's the kind of thing that you could put in a container and walk around with.
I'm gonna get some fruit.
I'm gonna get a sausage sandwich.
Fucking love fruit. Let's do this thing.
The Air Genasi is like, fruit.
I love fruit.
Well, the two of you guys are in line waiting to catch food vendor's attention. Oliver, you notice a man who walks past, and he's regal bearing, dressed like a noble. He spots you and almost does a double step and turns towards you and is like, hey, excuse me. I'm quite certain I recognize your weapon. Referring to the halberd you're on your back.
I'll just glance at it. I'm a little bit surprised. It's not a particularly unique weapon. I'll just say, I believe it's just standard issue for the city guard.
If it is the weapon I recognize, it was carried by a man named Edgar for many years.
I'll be a little bit surprised that someone so fancy seems to know. And I'll say, that was my father.
He was a good friend of mine. We traveled, we worked together for many years. One of the finest soldiers I'd ever known.
That's what I was told as well.
I was saddened to hear of his passing.
As was I.
Your father was a soldier in my company. We served the city guard for several years. Flipping notes, wasting time. He spoke of you, and he ponders for a second. Warren?
Yes, that's me.
He spoke of you a few times. I don't know if I don't want to intrude in personal matter, but he was a good man, trustworthy man.
I think so as well. I regret that I never really got to know him better.
Oh. I'm if he spoke of his commanding officer, Jalister Silvermane, that would have been me.
The truth is, we didn't really get to talk much. I have been out on my own for quite a while. I believe he had just retired, and he was heading to see me when he was struck down.
Yeah, there was a. I read the report. He had mustered out only a few days before his death. We had tracked down the Xanathar Guild members that were involved in the violence he was caught up in, and I can guarantee you that their justice was swift. you're familiar with the incident he died in. There was a clash between the Zentarum and the Xanathar Guild. One of the many clashes between the two that have happened over the last few months. I'm left with a question for you. I know your father was a fine warrior. Have you followed in his tradition?
I'll look slightly abashed. I was hoping to. I don't really know how to use this thing. I'll motion at the halberd. It's it's what I'm aspiring to. Let's just say that.
Take no embarrassment in not knowing how to use the weapon. It's a skill that not every warrior learns. But I do have a job offer. I would like to see my friend's son have a place here in Waterdeep.
I'm certainly listening.
The ongoing conflict between the Zentarum and Xanathar Guild has stretched our resources quite a bit. And one of the Lord's Alliance's tasks is to protect the city guilds as they go about their business in dangerous areas. And the Dung Sweepers Guild has recently been perturbed quite a bit by the lack of protection as our resources have been stretched. The Lord's Alliance is something you would definitely be familiar with. It's kind of a federation of major cities in the north to keep things working the way they think they should. It's got a bit of a noble privilege bent on it, but for the most part, they are working towards the greater good as each of them see it. So they disagree with each other quite a bit, but in general, when the big bad comes to town, they do come together and support each other. But I have a situation where there's one of the Dung Sweeper units needs an escort for the next 10 days. And I'm willing to offer 25 gold per person to help with this.
Well, what kind of problems are you expecting then? More with the Xanathar Guild?
It's hard to say. Not necessarily. It could go quietly. It could be more eventful. We don't know. Sometimes the sewers just spit up odd things that need to be put down.
Yes, we've noticed.
But if you're willing to assist with this, all you need to do is meet Otto and his labor crew at the Muleskin Tavern at Ship Street in the Dock Ward this evening.
Well, we've had more than a few run-ins in the sewers so far. I suppose I wouldn't mind going down there one more time. I will certainly consider it.
Excellent. You've got quite a bit of echo going on right now. I don't know if you've got two mics on in the same room again.
It's probably
yeah. Let me
back there. Sorry.
Excellent. Once this is concluded, we have more time. I would love to sit down and share a drink and share stories of your father.
Certainly. We have actually just come into possession of a property. You're welcome by any time, and I'll provide him the address or directions.
Sure. He's willing to small talk for quite a while if you want to discuss your anything really. He's interested in learning more about you.
I mean, I would definitely like to hear more about what my father did when he was serving in the city guard.
Give me an insight check.
Insight. 22.
Okay. His respect for your father is sincere, and from the way the stories roll off, they were working together for at least a decade. And then the only other thing that you pick up as a detail is Jallister, Edgar, your father, and Jallister's husband had been all working together for quite a while, and they stopped working together about the same time that Jallister's husband was killed in combat. He took some time off, and he didn't quite come back into service for a year or two after that. And then it was only recently that he's stepped back up into his previous role with the Lords Alliance. Did you have any additional questions for him?
I don't think I have any specific questions at this point.
After the conversation, he politely excuses himself and lets you know where his office station is, where you can find him with the city guard. The city guard is the military force that deals with external threats to the city. The city watch deals with internal threats and policing. And after that, your Drümstij and Rodrigo are picking out on fruit.
His sausage sandwiches.
Yeah, sausage sandwiches. Enjoying themselves. They're tasty and drippy and everything they should be.
Drippy. I love my drippy sandwich. It's so good.
I'll stick with my fruit thing. That
So,
sweet sugar.
Yeah. So you can spend the rest of the day at the festival, watching the races, cheering on your ward's competitors. A runner from the North Ward does win the foot race. A monk, it appears to be.
Yes!
Hell yeah!
I'm gonna whoop whoop extremely loudly.
So, at that point, Blaze, you would have left the temple by then. You probably spent 2 or 3 hours there talking with your new friend. And you have a bit of a better understanding about Saloon's place in the world at that point.
Okay.
So I'm not going to make you guys try to find each other in the crowd, so we'll say you find each other pretty easily. Drümstij is a rallying point in a crowd.
Look for the horns and the big fur.
Yeah. So you guys meet up in late afternoon and are all in the same location right now.
Well, that's nice.
Okay, well, I suppose I will ask Blazing Fire how it went in the temple.
It went alright. I have a lot to think over.
And I will ask Drümstij and Rodrigo how their stacks were.
They are
amazing.
Fantastic. So, what were you doing while we were getting food?
Well, good news, friends. We have another opportunity to delve deeper into the sewers. As I know you all clearly are enjoying.
It's not that I enjoy it, it's just that I'm looking for something to do, and the sewers are something to do.
They certainly are. If you all don't have anything better to do, we can meet a man named Otto in a nearby tavern, well, quote-unquote nearby, and proceed downward, I suppose.
Does he have a friend named Manuel? No, I'm just kidding.
Nick.
Just kidding.
No, his friend's named Matic.
And if they're gonna agree to go, I can fill them in on the finer points of what little I was given while we making our way there, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you meet Otto at the Mule Skull Tavern at the appointed hour. His work crew has been fixing some type of pump. He goes into technical details, and it kind of all fades into the background noise. But he said the project's going to take a couple of days to complete, and they're grateful for the escort duty.
I used to be a merchant's bodyguard or for caravan, so this is like a walk in the park for me.
So we're going to do a bit of a time montage here. First night, nothing dramatic happened. 2, 3, 4 nights. You're starting to get like bored with this job, and get that feeling that this is just going to be easy money. 5, 6 days go on. You're starting to get an idea of who does what on the crew. You got Otto, human. There's a dwarf and a half elf that seem to do most of the heavy pushing and pulling of things, and then 3 humans who are more just into the details. They get down into the muck, and that doesn't seem to bother them in the least when they're working in the sewer muck. But they're very professional about what they do, so they're not wasting time. They're not just they're there to get the job done. On that 7th night, one of the guys who's down in the muck just goes rigid still in the water.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Are you okay?
Does he's just still, just no blinking? Does no breathing, it looks like? Is it just like...
You'd have to get a lot closer to tell if he was breathing or not, but no facial expression, just flat, pure paralysis.
I'm gonna try to call attention to it. One of your guys has a problem.
One of the guys next to him jumps. There's something big down here.
Oh shit!
And the 3 of them, the other 2 guys that are in the muck, quickly make their way to the nearest ladder and jump out. And not far behind them, this huge worm-like thing with these big black eyes and a mouth surrounded by 3-foot-long tentacles just comes up and hisses. It's massive and angry and hungry. Any of you, give me an Arcana check from anyone. See if you recognize what it is.
Okay, hold on.
Does anybody actually have?
I mean, I'm not trained in it, but I do have...
It wouldn't matter if you have it or not. Just give it a roll.
I have 2 points.
Shit! Why do I keep dropping it? Damn it.
I got a 19.
I got 11.
Okay.
I got a 18.
I got a 0 with modifier.
Wow!
Okay.
Damn!
A negative 1 and I rolled the 1.
Everyone not named Blaze has heard of a carrion crawler before.
Jesus Christ.
My rolls suck today.
That was not good.
Wow, you just fell
And at that
asleep,
point,
like...
we'll roll initiative.
Damn.
I hope I can roll a better initiative.
I have initiative is the one thing I cannot roll very well.
Alright, 16.
Yeah. Carrion
12.
crawlers are exactly what they sound like. They feed on anything that doesn't move very fast.
I got 14.
Alright.
I got an 8.
Did you put your, do you have an...
Did you put your modifier in, Rach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Broomstick?
I'm getting the hang of it,
I
guys.
said 16, sorry.
16.
Yeah.
And Blaze?
12.
Okay.
You're doing well, Rachael. Good job.
Thanks!
You're growing up. No, I'm just kidding.
The carrion crawler goes first.
Oh, joy.
And it's going to turn towards the worker. He's paralyzed, and just reach in for a bite, and basically just shoves this man's head into its mouth.
Do you think he's okay?
Well, we're gonna roll a big pile of dice here. And no, he is not okay.
His head is
I
cut
thought you were
off.
gonna say he puts his head in his mouth and misses.
No. That was a crit that happened.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
This guy's head is
Full
bit off.
disclosure, he rolled a 20 on his initiative check too, so this carrion crawler's on fire.
Oh god.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, Blaze, come on, get. The fire's literally in your name. Let's get.
Drümstij, you get to go next.
Alrighty. So, size-wise, like, I know you said he's huge, but, like, comparatively, like, to what? Like...
Technically, he's large, which would make him about the size... if we were using a grid, he'd take up 4 squares.
Okay. So would he be the size of, like a limousine?
Yeah, about.
About...
Huh.
Okay, so I'm 7 foot. Is he tall, too?
He's bigger than you are. Significantly bigger.
Significantly bigger.
Mostly in length. Like, he's maybe 15 feet long and maybe about a 4 foot wide from almost the entire length from head to tail.
Okay,
and, yeah.
Can
Like, that just crossed Nick's face.
Yeah. Legs, like a centipede, too.
I was gonna say, I thought you meant like worm, as in it was just like a slithering, had no like legs or anything.
No.
Okay. So my initial plan was to go and try and like run to the back of this thing, and like attack him, but because he's actually facing into the hole right now, right? He's not.
He came up out of the water.
Oh, so he's still in the water.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's nowhere like near us. We're above it, right?
The area you're looking at is you guys have been kind of walking I want to say sidewalk, but that's so wrong. I don't want to say sidewalk. But this raised walkway above the muck,
like a catwalk almost.
Yeah, and then the about a foot below the level that you're on, the surface of the water. And the mucky water is 3 or 4 foot deep. And the carrion crawler rose up out of that. He's about 30 feet away from you. It would be, once you get into the muck, it would be difficult terrain to move because it's way steep.
Okay. I almost feel like we should try and get him closer to us, because I feel like I don't know what else is in this muck. I don't know if it's just that one guy. Who knows? So, let's see. Okay. I'm trying to think here, because you said... I'm trying to think because the way you were describing it coming out of the water was very confusing, and I thought he was on land with us, so...
No. It kind of did that crocodile stealth thing up onto the guy.
Oh, okay.
And now that it's reared up, you can see how big it actually is.
Well, fuck. Do I have anything that I can do from afar? Not really. Well, shit. I guess, for right now, I'm gonna try and get to, like, the edge where the ladders are. And just hold my turn, because there's nothing I can do at the moment. He's nowhere
you don't
near
want to
me.
go down in the muck?
What?
You don't want to go down into the muck?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. So you're going to hold action?
What?
You're going to hold action and do what if it does what?
If it comes closer, I'm going to jump down on top of it. If it decides to come closer.
Warren, you have the next action.
So can we not reach it from the little walkway that we are on then?
No. The walkway ends about 20 feet away from where it's at. Now, the workers have been moving through that area the entire time, so you know that moving across the muck would be slow, but possible. In the muck, you'd have to spend 10 feet of movement to go 5 feet.
Okay. So I actually have a weird question as someone who doesn't really play D&D a lot. Like, how much like metagaming discussion should the party be having about tactics that their characters aren't actually having? Like,
Well,
if Drümstij, if Nick wants to jump on the carrion crawler, like, do we just assume that our characters are going to be talking about what they're doing, and I should know that, or?
Talking is a free action, so if you guys want to talk amongst yourselves in character, that's not a problem. You can absolutely do that. In the case of a carrion crawler, it's animal type intelligence. It's going to have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Now, if you're dealing with, you know, cultists or guards or whoever, that might be a little bit of a different scenario. But right now, you can talk amongst yourselves with no problems whatsoever.
Okay. And do we know how a carrion crawler actually paralyzes things, or does it happen?
The tentacles have a paralyzing attack.
So he actually has to touch you.
Everyone except Blaze knows that.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I'm gonna assume they told me.
Okay, I'm gonna look over at Drümstij. I'm gonna say, I jump down there, you jump on him.
If you can lure him, I'll try and attack from above.
Okay, I'm gonna jump down into the muck, preferably a safe distance away from him. I'm not gonna go towards him, but I'm gonna jump down into the wall, like right in his path.
So you're just gonna get like next to the walkway, but in the muck.
Yeah.
Okay. Not a problem there. That's your move action to do that. You still have your bonus action that you can use for a cunning action. And
what could I potentially do with it in this situation?
You can move, hide, or disengage with that. So dash, hide, or disengage. Dash would give you a second movement. Disengage would allow you to leave combat with something, not exactly applicable right here. And then the hide would give you a chance to hide, which is normally a full action.
Well, I don't want to hide from it because I want him coming for me. I mean, as long as I'm a safe distance away from it, I think I'm okay.
Okay.
So if I think I'm a safe distance, I'll just stay and.
And what weapon do you have drawn right now, if you have one?
Boy.
The halberd has reach, which allows you to attack from farther away.
I have not hit anything with it yet, but I mean, let me see what my actual attack roll. Oops, is.
Blaze, you're up next, by the way.
Oh yay!
-1. I'll keep the halberd handy for now.
I'm gonna pee.
Yeah, I'll keep the halberd handy, just holding it out at a distance.
Okay. The other thing you can take the dodge action, which will give disadvantage to any attack roll against you.
I can just do that before he's attacking me, or?
Yeah, you can do that. You can use your action to take the dodge action, so you can fight defensively for a turn.
Okay. Is that like my normal move action, or is that part of the cunning action?
No, that's a normal thing you do.
Okay, as long as that's still available, then yeah.
Sure.
I'm not really trying to get in its face right now. I'm just trying to get it over.
If you're not going to hold your action for something specific, that's always a good option to take.
Okay, then yeah, I'll do that.
Blaze. Go.
Well, they got a whole plan going. I don't want to fuck up their plan.
I mean, if you want to join in somehow, some way, if we can get its attention, I don't know, throw something at it, maybe. If you can.
You've got your hex, right?
Yeah.
You've got plenty of them.
Yeah.
You have 2 spells per day you can use now, too, per encounter.
Yes, good. Yeah, I guess I'm going to throw a hex at it.
Okay. With the hex, one of the components of that is you give it disadvantage on one type of ability check.
I don't know which one.
Disability.
If Drümstij is gonna try and jump on it, what kind of action would it be taken
It would
against
use a
that?
strength check for grappling if it wants to try to hold on to someone, which is probably the most likely thing it would do.
Okay. So I'm gonna do it on strength then.
Yeah.
Give it that disability.
Although
I
it
have
just
to
occurred
roll a
me,
D.
you've got that silent image ability too, and you can give disadvantage on intelligence checks, which would make it really hard for them to figure out an illusion. Might not be the best time for that, but that's a good combo I just noticed.
Yeah. I was like, I don't think it's the time for that. And I can just use that whenever I want. It doesn't
Right.
cost me a spell, so.
Okay, so Hex is a bonus action to cast. You still have your attack action available to you. Your standard action.
Yes.
Drop a moonbeam on.
Annie, stop.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Rachel. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot a moonbeam.
Alright,
Eldritch Blast.
give me that attack roll.
Is there a modifier on its attack roll?
+5 to the attack.
20.
That will hit. Eldritch Blast does D10 plus D6 necrotic damage from the Hex.
D10. That's a D100.
Oh,
A 6 on the Eldritch Blast, and then it was a D6, right?
Yes.
A 1.
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay, you know what?
I mean, it's still good, you know.
Alright, Rodrigo.
Yeah.
So far, Drumstick has taken up a defensive position on the catwalk. Warren has dropped down into the muck, and Blaze has blasted it with a moonbeam.
Okay.
There's actually a spell called Moonbeam that I'm constantly trying to not say, but we're just going to go with it at this point.
How far away is this thing from me?
It's about 30 feet away, but 10 of that is walkway, 20 of that is muck.
Sorry, I'm reading my spells. Can I do Thorn Whip?
Absolutely.
What is my watch at?
Okay, yeah. Thorn Whip is an attack roll.
Okay. Do I add anything to that? Is it a +4?
Yep.
20.
That will hit.
Woo! I'm gonna make a hua sound when I do it. Because I'm extra.
Sure.
Oh, what else is new?
Roll a d6 for the damage.
I got a 1.
Okay.
Wow.
Now, Thorn Whip will also allow you to pull that creature up to 10 feet closer to you,
Ow. Okay.
if you'd want to.
Shh.
Bring it to the walkway. I mean,
Alright, yeah, sure, why not?
And that's the first time you've used that spell. What does your Thorn Whip look like?
She wasn't expecting that question.
No. Choices.
the Sworn
It's-
children have trouble making choices.
Yeah, we do. It's blue. And ooh, the spikes can be like ice kind of
Okay.
glass.
Okay, so it's got shards of glass and this blue tendril of
Doom.
something. Yeah.
Doom.
Okay.
It's actually the Christmas lights from your bedroom. That's what they.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a whiff of Christmas
All right.
light.
Carrion Crawler is going to go next to the closest target, which is Warren. And it's going to make 2 attacks. Going to attack with the tentacles. Warren, what is your AC?
My AC is 13.
Okay.
Does that mean that it's like right there? Like it's right at the... Because I know she pulled it 10 feet closer, so I didn't know, because...
Yeah.
I was at the edge of it, just like waiting to jump down.
Yeah, we'll let you do your reaction here in a minute.
Okay, just want to make sure. Just want to make sure
yep.
we didn't forget that.
So Warren, you got hit with a tentacle.
Okay.
Take 4 poison damage. And give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Constitution. Oh, the saving throw. So that's just a D20 plus 4 for the saving throw. If so, that's 18.
Plus 1.
Plus 1?
Yeah, for your con save.
Oh, oops, I was looking at dexterity. Okay, so 15.
Okay, you're good. You're good. You're not poisoned. And then it's going to try to bite you. And that misses. Now, Drümstij, you wanted to jump onto its back?
I wanted to try jumping down and like attacking it, not with my horns, but with my 2 axes.
Give me 1 axe attack.
1 axe attack? Okay.
1 axe attack.
Okay. And do I get anything for that in terms of like additional bonuses to it, or no?
No, not in this case.
Okay. I do add my proficiency bonus, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
15.
That will hit.
Nice. Excellent. Sorry, I just need to see my axe again, because I'm a little bit silly. Here we go, hand axe.
A little bit silly, just a little.
Oh, actually, no. It's plus 5. Oh, no, plus 5 is hit / DC plus 5. Is that added on to... That was
plus
added...
5 to hit. Yeah, plus 5 to hit, plus 3 to damage.
Oh, okay. Plus 5 to hit. Okay, then that was... Never mind, 18. But whatever. That's fine.
Yep.
So 1d6 plus 3. Let's do this. Wow. I rolled a 1 plus 3. That's 4.
Okay.
We're all
a lot
rolling
of ones coming on this
wonderfully.
carrion crawler.
Yeah, Jesus.
All right, Drümstij, it is now your turn.
Okay. So I am going to try and let's see. I would do the horn thing, but I don't want him to react and then me start getting dragged around with my horns stuck in him. So
That would be great.
that would be hilarious, but I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna do double hand axe attack on him.
Okay.
Okay. So let me just see. Okay, let's try it. Okay, so first one, it is a 21.
That will hit.
That will hit. Excellent. That's 6 damage for that one.
Okay.
Okay, so second one. That is 17.
That will hit as well.
Nice, excellent. And that is going to be 7 damage.
Whatever passes for blood of a carrion crawler is clear and greasy.
Ew, Vaseline?
Perhaps. Perhaps.
Gross. Okay. And then, let me see. Do I have anything else like that? So, I'm assuming that, that uses my action, my bonus action, correct?
Let's use your action, and your bonus action would have been the second attack. The only thing else you could do would be you've still got your action surge.
My action surge. Okay. Let's see. Take 1 additional action. I was gonna say I could try for an action. I'm gonna see. I'm just gonna use my horns at that point.
Okay,
And just
sure.
horn it in the back.
Okay. Sure. So, axe, horn attack.
Axe, and then horn attack. Yep.
Sure.
All right, let's do it. Let's see if I can miss hitting him. from a headbutt. That is going to be a... Oops. I apologize. That is going to be a 16.
That will hit.
Excellent. So that's going to be 7 piercing damage.
Okay, you have messed him up pretty good.
Nice.
Good.
Blaze. Sorry, Warren.
Hi. Oh.
Okay. So I have a question about the disengage move. It says that it makes movement not provoke opportunity attacks.
Normally, if you move
does it-
away from someone, they get a free attack on you.
But does the
Take it-
disengage move in itself actually move me, or does that just
No,
allow
no,
me
no.
to
It
take-
just allows you to move without provoking the attack.
Okay, so the cunning action, does it have to be taken as my final action, or does it just get
No.
any,
No,
anywhere?
you can take it at any point.
So I can make a disengage move and an attack,
Correct.
and then use the bonus action to dash.
Your bonus action would be to disengage.
But I couldn't actually move then,
You could bonus action to disengage,
right?
move action to move, standard action to attack.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, it says the bonus action can be a dash too, but I guess I don't know if it matters.
Well, you could also dash as a standard action if you wanted to move yet again. But
right.
where are you trying? What are you trying to accomplish? Maybe we can.
Well, I'm just wondering about the order of operations on the stuff. Honestly, I wasn't sure if the disengage.
You can do your 3 actions in any order you wish.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to take an attack with the halberd, and let's see if I can actually hit something this time. It is a 17.
That will hit.
18 minus 1. So now I actually don't have any d10s. So I need to do this the old-fashioned way on the internet. D10, which is minus 1, so it's still not great, but... total of 8.
All right. Well, it's Drümstij is next to your target, so you can sneak attack.
Oh, shit. There
I
you
think that only works for piercing attacks. Finesse or ranged weapon. So I don't think that actually works with the halberd.
Oh, you are correct.
Aw, damn.
Sad.
Okay. You did how much? 8.
8.
Okay. But you have bloodied your weapon.
Yes, I finally hit something with it.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
And now I would like to make a disengage and then for the bonus action and then put some distance between me and him.
Sure. Jump up onto the walkway.
Yeah, if I can make that.
Sure.
Make it back up there, yeah.
All right. Blaze.
Hi.
Wow.
So how does he look? Is it like is the worm starting to
The
get
carrion
a little?
crawler is bleeding from multiple places.
Okay.
And every time it hits, it like squeals this high pitched, horrible sound.
Oh joy! Yay!
Jesus.
Well, I'm gonna do my typical thing, and I'm gonna blast this motherfucker.
All right. Make your attack roll.
17.
That will hit.
And then D10.
Mhm.
3.
Plus the D6 for Hex.
2.
Okay. Rodrigo.
Hello.
That
Can
finishes
I-
my turn.
Can I do cantrips more than once?
Absolutely.
Let's use
There is
the
no
thorn
limit
whip.
to the number of times you can cantrip.
Alright, we're using the thorn whip again.
Okay.
And I'm making the same stupid noise I did last time. Alright. What the add to this? 4. Haha.
Yep.
Sorry. Alright, 10, 11. Okay, 11.
That'll miss.
Alright. It was good while it lasted.
Carrion Crawler gets another action. Drümstij, what is your AC?
Hold on. Don't catch me off guard with questions like that. Armor class is 16.
He always catches me off guard with questions.
Yeah.
Well, get hit with a tentacle for 5 damage.
Oh, stop. I'm not even in the mood for that right now.
Give me a Constitution saving throw, which you should be pretty good at.
Okay. Please. Dry up with the API errors. Okay.
What?
Sorry, the mobile version of this is, like, actually terrible. Constitution.
Honestly?
Oh no. That's a 6.
Okay, so you are poisoned for 1 minute.
Rip.
And for that time that you're poisoned, you are paralyzed.
Oh, fuck you.
Which, ironically enough, completely negates most of the effects of poison, which gives you disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Because you can't make them at all.
Oh, I mean, my horns are still in him, so I'm.
Yeah.
Someone
But that
jump
means
on me. Put it further.
That means his bite attack hits. And that's going to do an additional 5 points of damage.
God. Stop hurting me.
So, like, you're paralyzed. You're just hanging,
Yep.
like, flopping against him.
Yep. Now, Drümstij, your turn comes up next. You start your turn paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn ends, and then you can make a saving throw to negate the paralysis. So give me another Constitution save.
Okay, come on, please. Help me. Help me out here. Oh, fuck, thank you. 19.
Okay. You can start to move again. But your turn's over. Warren.
So is it close enough now for me to take an attack on it with the halberd?
Yes, you can.
Then I guess.
From up top, you can attack right over Drümstij with the halberd.
Then I will do that. See if I can hit a second time. 17.
That will hit.
Finally getting a little bit more luck with it. And the attack roll with -1. 9. I actually rolled a 10. 10 minus 1, so 9.
Right between those big black eyes, and it drops to the ground.
Fuck yes.
Yeah. So yeah, the carrion crawler is dead. As is the headless man he chomped on a moment ago.
Rip.
It takes the work crew a few minutes to be willing to go back down into the muck. But they've decided that tonight they're done working for this evening. They're going to take their headless co-worker to the surface and deal with that. Then they're going to just take a slightly longer process to drain this chamber completely before they continue repairing the pump there.
I would.
Honestly.
But that is going to complete the assignment that you were working on for Jalister Silvermane, which will earn you all 1 renown with the Lord's Alliance.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, let me write that down. 1 renown, Lord's Alliance.
Nick, just write all of us next to it, so I don't have to write it.
He's also going to pay out the 25 gold pieces as promised.
Oh, right. More money for me. I'm rich. I totally just forgot how many you said. How many did you say?
25, right?
25. 25 gold.
Mm-hmm.
For each of us, or
For each of you.
Oh, cool.
I have 51 gold now.
Mm-hmm.
I have 50.
Sorry, I was writing something down. That's 25.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, I can do math on the fly.
I can't.
You don't have to do math.
That was
No, I
not,
didn't. I just had to add 25 to 25.
that was not my major.
Blaze, you have the prestidigitation spell.
Yeah.
One of the great things you can do with that is you can clean things.
I'm gonna clean shit.
Which includes Warren and Drümstij, who are down in the sewage muck.
Yeah, I'm gonna clean them. I'm gonna be nice.
Oh, clean me.
Prestidigitation.
Yes.
Yes.
So, at that point, you return home to Trollskull Manor. And you've really had the last 10 days, mostly to yourself. You're only really working night shifts. Was there anything else someone wanted to do during those 10 days?
Not that I know of. I just kind of wanted to check the basement because I had a feeling that I just want to check it out real quick. Of our manor.
Nothing's been disturbed in the basement at this point.
Okay. That's been sated, so I'm just gonna go back up to the main room.
I mean, we could probably assume that we check our fake brick wall.
Yeah, your temporary wall periodically.
Our false facade.
Sure.
I'll just go take a bath.
For doing what? Standing around on the boardwalk?
Okay, but we were still in the sewer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go take a nap.
All right.
In your living room chair.
Yeah.
Drümstij.
Yes.
While you're alone at some point, we're gonna say you're even outside of the manor. Maybe checking windows or repairing something. A winged snake flies up and lands next to you.
Oh, I know what this is, but I don't
And
know if my character knows.
There's a slip of paper rolled up and tied to its neck.
Huh. Okay. I'm gonna grab the paper and I'm gonna pet the snake on the head.
Snack.
Neck. It's back.
When the petting is completed, the snake flies off.
Goodbye.
When
Alright.
the petting is
So
completed.
I'm gonna see the note, but I'm not gonna read it outside. I want to go into the manor and read it inside.
Okay, so you're gonna go someplace private and read it alone.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. It's a short message. Meet me at the yawning portal. Yagra.
So was this message for? I'm trying to decide. This message was for all of us, or was this just for one person?
Oh, it's actually titled to Drümstij at the top.
Oh, just to me. Okay. Well.
And I'm going to let you ponder what to do with that because we're going to stop there for that.
Okay.
I know.
We started on time, and we finished a couple minutes early.
Yeah, I know you. Yeah, you got a plane to catch.
Yeah.
It's great.
So I'm going to give you a
nice when we
couple
start
extra
on
minutes
time.
to do that. Yeah. Starting on time was achievement unlocked.
Excellent. Yes.
Other rounds of applause for Nick's internet.
Yeah. No technical difficulties whatsoever.
Yeah,
a couple of minor mic issues, but nothing to complain about.
Yes, thank you, Comcast, for one of your agents actually telling me there was something fucked up on their end. So,
what happened?
Apparently, something on their end was not aligned correctly with my router, the modem router.
Great.
So they had to do that, and then the next night they had scheduled maintenance to fix everyone's because that was a problem that everyone was having. Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay.
Stranger things have happened. I got off a call with an insurance company in less than 2 minutes and got my problem solved. So.
Wow.
That's not a bad thing. So.
So, any questions before we go through our exit
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Just a quick question. The name on the note, that sounds familiar. Was that someone in the beginning of the game, or was that someone?
That was
Yes,
that was the
that's the
half-orc person.
half-orc.
The other was
Flirting
the
with.
half-orc whose bar fight you jumped in on Horns first.
Right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Now I know that name.
Yep.
Ooh, I'm gonna meet a pretty lady at the inn. It might be a
Yeah.
date.
Big slab of half-orc womanly muscle.
All right.
Ooh.
All right. So, if any of you guys want to track me down afterwards, Evil Sales Ass at Twitter is the easiest way to do so. Anytime you track me down there, I'll talk. Nick, what do you got going on right now?
Alrighty. Well, right now, I am. You can find me at BlueAura94YT on Twitter. For the most part, I'm going to be either playing Fallout 4 and making updates about that.
Fallout 76?
76. Oh, thank you. My God, I'm sorry.
What did you say? 40-something?
No, I said Fallout 4. That's an older, the previous game. I'll be playing that. I might possibly do a stream here with one of the games here. But yeah, next week will be one of the games that Jesus Christ, I can't talk. Second to last games that I'll be in before I'll have to take a one-day HEIST because I'm going to Philly.
Yeah, you have a longer drive home from PAX Unplugged than I do.
Well, we're driving home Sunday.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, you're driving home Sunday night. Okay.
Yeah. So, but other than that, you can find me on Twitter. Find me on PlayStation Network with the same username without the YT. And other than that, yeah. Or you could find me on any of the other social media sites that this is connected to. Next will be Jess, I guess.
Hi.
Sorry.
I'm still brain dead. You can find me at Sweet Nine Tails, Twitter, Instagram, not Tumblr. Tumblr was nerfed.
Tumblr done got blown up real good, sir.
Yeah. I'm probably not going to be active for the next couple days between Pokemon Let's Go and flying home from California at 11:55 tonight. So I leave in a couple hours. So, I'm fun. Rachael, I do believe, is next.
Hi. Hold on, I gotta get my Twitter because I don't know it by heart. Find me
Isn't it
at
the
the
Ugly
Ugly Ducky 97. I'm still sick, so that's cool. That's all I have to say.
All right. And as always, Oliver can't be found anywhere except here, so don't even try.
That's correct.
All right. You guys all have a good weekend. Week, and we'll see you here again on Monday.
And
Good night.
happy Turkey Murder Day, everyone, for those of
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Murder Day.
Yes, eat the turkey.
Yes.
Eat everything.
I have to work.
And don't go shopping on Black Friday.
Nick.
Don't be like me, who goes at midnight exactly to go get chocolate, okay? All right, signing off.